Attention interstellar passengers, please lay off the laughing gas and listen to the following announcement. We would like to thank you for leaving the Earth to travel through the political universe in another transcendent incendiary Perry Logan show, Schizoid Nation. That's my sister on the bass there. In tonight's episode, Perry and his band of little friends will be exploring the entire issue of why it feels so gosh darn crazy to live in America in these times, circa June 2nd, 2011. Later. In case the laughing gas has made you forget, we are traveling to the planet Logar, where His Celestial and Royal Highness the beneficent Logar of the planet Logar will be delivering some important psychoanalytic messages to the troubled people of Earth, with special reference to that most schizoid of nations, the United States. Go girl! Go Kershaw! Go girl! You know, my friends, Perry Logan loves his country, but he could not love her half so well. Did he not feel she had come down with a bad case of political schizophrenia, rendering America into what Perry conceives of as a Schizoid Nation? Hey, it's so bad we have got to go and risk being strip searched by eager aliens to hear how to get out of the mess we're in. But never mind that now. Why would we apply the psychological term schizoid to the United States? Well, why not? Don't you see? The people in the U.S. all want one thing, and its government is doing the opposite. I sure hope you've seen this pattern by now on June 2nd, 2011. Oh, it's become pretty darn clear that if the people want one thing, the government gives them the opposite. As of 2008, it has been as bad with the Democrats as with the Republicans. Why, just the other day, the Democrats joined with the Republicans in quietly renewing the Patriot Act. For those of you who don't know, the Patriot Act is one of the suckiest laws ever passed by Bush Cheney. The Democrats used to hate it. Don't you understand? Under Bush Cheney, the Democrats used to hate this law, and now they love it. You see why we say Schizoid Nation? Oh! Hey everybody, you want schizoid? How about a Democratic president, my good buddy Obama, who has the worst human rights record of any president ever? Hit me, Kershaw. Oh, Kershaw, I need the help and sustenance of music or whatever that is. My friends, as you can see, we are traveling through the universe at a terrifyingly fast rate, but do not be alarmed. Logar will be here soon with jokes galore and wise advice to the planet Earth. All it takes is a little thought, and you can see that the United States really is a kind of a schizoid nation, politically speaking. There are all kinds of weird bait and switches, such as the Republicans, who practically invented the modern-day, bigger-than-the-Crab Nebula deficit. Well, these same Republicans are now freaking out over the deficit. If you live on Earth on June 2nd, 2011, then you've heard the deficit fever everywhere. You may have deficit fever. That's why we've left the Earth for a while. Oh, here comes Logar.
Hello, is this thing working? People of Earth, this is Logar of the planet Logar. This is His Celestial Majesty, the supernal and obsequious Logar of the planet Logar. I see I have a hell of a fan club here on Earth. It has come to my attention that the United States, if not the whole planet Earth, has gone totally schizo. We now have a government which is almost guaranteed to do the opposite of what the people want.
If I lived on Earth, I'd be pretty darn scared. If I lived in America, I would be really scared, really mad, because you know, the Democrats are going to cave on Medicaid.
I, Logar, keep track of events in the United States, and one of the schizoid things going on is that the Repubs are trying to destroy Medicare, and the people hate it.
Progressives are feeling pretty good because the Repubs are taking a beating in polls because they tried to do away with Medicare. They just did. All right, well, you see, the only problem with this is that the Democrats are sure to cave. It's a schizoid kind of a thing, you know. The Democrats are sure to cave. Don't you understand? The crazier the Republicans get, the more likely the Dems are to cave. And so the Republicans get more. The Dems offer concessions. That's very schizoid. As the celestial and beneficent ruler of the planet Logar, where the sins of the rich are not visited upon the backs of the poor, I, Logar, know that the only way out of your little impasse, the only way out of your little schizoid mess, is grassroots left-wing organizing.
Only grassroots left-wing organizing is going to heal your nation from its schizoid mess. Until then, it's just like one person against the other. That's what happens when a nation goes schizoid.
It all goes back to capitalism, you know. Here's Perry to explain how it all comes back to capitalism. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's episode of The Perry Logan Show is the first cable TV show ever to use the technology of interactive 3D programming. And now here's Perry. Hi. Hello, welcome. You're a good sport. Welcome to the Perry Logan Show, Schizoid Nation. So, I put on my schizoid glasses. Now, you should have your 3D glasses on. Excuse me. Hey, this is new technology. I'm not surprised you're a little taken aback. You should be wearing glasses just like these so that I see you in 3D while you see this Perry Logan Show in 3D. I thought you knew that. All right, well then never mind. I would like to thank Logar of the planet Logar. Could I just point out, the Perry Logan Show is the only political show, to my knowledge, that regularly has Logar, this beneficent alien, the celestial and really ugly Logar. It is, as my alien friend said, we are in kind of a schizoid state. That's the import of the show. We're a schizoid nation, politically speaking, and that means kind of a shattered personality. In psychology, if I understand correctly, a schizoid personality is really one that's just broken into pieces. It isn't really split personality in the sense of different personalities, by the way. That's dissociative disorder. That's called dissociation. When you have like two persona in the same person and all this stuff, by the way, that's dissociation. We're not really talking about that. We're talking about schizoid, which is like shattered. That's what's going on. Shattered in the sense that portions of society are actively working against the others. The political parties have stopped serving their constituents in a way that is stunning and shocking and scary, and a lot of things that start with S. But Logar said I was going to clear up this whole thing of what is the cause of this. As an amateur political philosopher, I want you to know I think that the real offender, or the kind of root cause of this schizoid disease we have, is capitalism. Oh! The root cause of this social disease, this schizoid nature of our society, is capitalism. I will now demonstrate. Capitalism. Now, look at it this way. I would take it as axiomatic that a democracy, a republic, cannot survive without a free press. Well, this is by no means my idea. This is a common statement, and I think it's true. Or a good press, a free press. Well, in the U.S., the media, the press, is almost all corporate. It has been conglomerated, you know the deal. It's been conglomerated into kind of a super capitalism thing with devastating results on the news. Devastating results on the news. Because the news doesn't make much money. News doesn't make much money. And so corporations are handling the news now, and all they want is money. See? All they want is money. So, by now, I would submit, on June 2nd, 2011, you can't believe a bloody word you hear on the U.S. media, precisely because it's capitalist. And so the media is giving us the corporate view of things, which is not our view of things. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. The media is not liberal. That's just a kind of a right-wing meme. It's kind of like a little thing that's stuck in the right-wing brain. If you look closely in the right-wing brain, there you go, there you go. Yeah, if you look closely in the right-wing brain, you will see certain ideas are stuck in their brains, kind of wedged in there. It's a kind of a constipation of the brain, if you will. And one of the ideas, totally false, yet stuck there forever, is the idea that the media is liberal. And if it were liberal, we liberals would know. Look at it that way. What it really is corporate. The media is really corporate. So, I would submit, that you can't trust our media at all. They helped us get into the Iraq invasion. They helped get us into these things. They're no good anymore. And some of it is totally right-wing, like Fox News. Okay. Well, don't you see? It's capitalism. It's the big corporations, the sort of we need money thing. They cut back on the real news. It gets worse and worse and worse. Now, don't forget, without a good media, without good news, the republic dies. The republic falls apart. Schizoid again, you see? And that's our situation. I think that's what Logan had in mind. Now this. You're like so 3D, man. I feel like we can really communicate now. We've cut through this whole schizoid thing.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, presented in interactive three-dimensional television, the fabulous Logan brothers in Schizoid Nation.
You look so real, you look so 3D. Now we can finally talk. Schizoid. Like when the government does exactly the opposite of what the people want. Oh, it's a Schizoid Nation, don't you see? Barry. Schizoid. Like when a Nobel Prize winning president sends out killer drones, has targeted assassinations, has a assassination list. Play it, Kershaw. Perry, hey, Schizoid. Like when the Democrats, as they just did, quietly renew the Patriot Act. The Democrats, who had so loathed, abhorred, and execrated the Patriot Act, and rightly so, under Bush-Cheney for its innumerable insults to the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And now, the Democrats have quietly passed it. It's now business as usual. Business as usual. It's business as usual. Schizoid. Perry, yes. Thank you, Perry. Schizoid, my friends, in the political sense. For example, did you know the peace movement is in total disarray? Here on June 2nd, 2011, the peace movement is in disarray. Now, how can that be? With us engaged in what? 2 3, 4 or more illegal wars. Everybody. 2, 3, 4 or more illegal wars. Ready, Kershaw. 2, 3, 4 or more illegal wars. 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 Get that. I would like to thank my sister Kershaw for her basic stylings. Oh, Kershaw. I said 2, 3, 4 or more illegal wars. Schizoid. 2, 3, 4 or more illegal wars. Hurry! Schizoid Nation. You look so 3D. Oh. Hey, you know, Schizoid, like the whole thing about bailing out the banks and then asking us to pay for it. Schizoid is this metaphor we're exploring to explain a part of the challenge of living in these times. Well, it seems that our society is terribly and profoundly characterized by division. You know, schizoid. Like when the government gets overly secretive. Did you know the Obama administration is more secretive than Bush Cheney, who were more secretive than anyone else, making Obama the most secretive administration ever, I dare say? Woo! Totally like split off, you know. It's part of what drives us all crazy. Only one cure for that.
If you study up, you'll find out the United States lags behind the rest of the civilized world in almost all areas. Public health, efficiency of government, infrastructure, freedom, length of vacations, quality of life, number of colds per year, length of noses, anything you can name or lagging behind. It's very, very clear there's a part that's not screwed up.
Schizoid, you know, like when reality is debatable. Schizoid, woo! Used metaphorically and politically here, of course. But one of the symptoms, and you'll notice this if you live in these times, is that reality is debatable. Reality is debatable. In our political culture here in the good old USA, almost nothing is agreed upon. Almost like the roundness of the earth, the sphericality of the earth is almost up for debate. I'm sure if someone thought they could make money saying the earth was flat, we would be debating this constantly. Things like climate change, you know. We have climate change cranks paid to make it all seem unreal. Meanwhile, scientists their only debate is how bad is it? That's really the only debate in the real scientific community. You see, people don't want to believe in global warming for various reasons, so they just don't. That's everyone has their own reality, even progressives. The folks I hang out with are the salt of the earth. Well, I don't know, they voted for Obama, didn't they? Well, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody can be fooled. Anyway, progressives, where I guess that's whom I hang out with, are kind of like, they've all got their own reality. For example, they're still progressives. At least they say they're progressives, and at least they appear to exist, who think Obama has done a great job. I hear these people. Now, maybe Obama is paying them. Sorry, it's a schizoid world where I'm pretty sure, I have no doubt, okay? I have no doubt that Obama's campaign, which is going to spend like unprecedented amounts of money, is going to pay people to praise Obama. So if you hear them being praised, ask them how much they're getting and if there's a dental plan. Anyway, there are, but I'm sure there are some progressives who, okay, they say they think Obama's done a great job. There are, on the other hand, other progressives, I think far more numerous, closer to my heart as far as their views, they say I say he's the worst Democrat ever. I say he's the worst president in all the parallel universes of bad presidents. He has done a lot too. Obama has himself injected all kinds of schizoid stuff into the scene. The short way to put it is that Obama took the oath of office and then tore off the rubber mask, revealing the leering neocon beneath. Check it out.
And now, Perry Logan of the Citizens United Party.
Citizens United. Hello, this is Perry Logan. I am running for president on the Citizens United Party ticket. It's my own party. No relationship to the disastrous Supreme Court decision of the same name, okay? Oh, excuse me. I'm having trampoline lag. Oh my God! Perry Logan's getting trampoline lag in which he and his magic 3D glasses are melting most horribly. And yet, quite amusing. I'm glad you all came here to this massive first meeting right out of nowhere of a new political party. Totally non-corporate in nature, the Citizens United Party. And which we all wear 3D glasses too. It's the coolest party ever. So if I pass out, you'll understand. There, I didn't want to pass out. All right, now listen. Thank you for coming here to this vast meeting of naked people at the Citizens United Party. And just basically the whole core of my party, starring me, with me running as president. We're going to find a VP somewhere. Anyway, we're going to try to heal this Schizoid Nation, because I'm pretty sure it all comes from the corporations. Love ya, corporations. The whole, centerpiece of the whole Citizens United Party, its manifesto, if you will, is to oppose corporate power everywhere. To just shoot for as much control over the people we love, the corporations. And it's going to be hard, but the Citizens United Party, Logan, somebody for president. If you'd like to be my vice president, please send your resume. All kidding aside, I think the only way to go is to just avoid anybody who's corporate backed. This is what I'm saying. If you want to, if you enjoy this sort of thing, you can write me in for president. That's Perry Logan, okay? And it's only because, the votes are kind of meaningless too. We have schizoid black box voting going on, gerrymandered districts, voter caging, voter intimidation. Almost all of this coming from our friends on the right. We're going to have to start somewhere to rebuild the system, which has, let's face it, gone down the tubes, I would say in the last 30 years, with a vengeance, okay? So, Citizens United, centerpiece of the whole thing, the cure for the whole schizoid thing, is the anti-corporate approach to things. Hey, yeah. We tried letting the corporations run the show, right? And it just didn't work. Okay, there you have it.